Hello everyone and welcome back to the thrilling wasteland adventures of Old Man McRib. And it seems we have a scavenger who has invaded our camp and doesn't understand what "get off my lawn" means. Well, now he's learned. Okay, now that that's out of the way, time for a little housekeeping. When I first started this playthrough, the idea was to go through the entire Wastelanders questline, making as many evil choices, killing as many NPCs, and eating them as possible. That part hasn't changed. What has changed is the way damage and enemy scaling works in Fallout 76, which has caused a bit of a problem for this character. The other side of this run was to present myself with some challenges, so no legendary effects, no armor, and no mutations. It turns out that following the changes in patch 22 that unless I compromise on some of those choices, finishing the questline wasn't going to be very likely. So, I've made some changes to the build and have acquired some legendary weapons. As of now, there's still no armor and still no mutations, and I think I'll be okay with that, but I suppose time will tell. Some of you have asked about Old Man McRib's build, so I'm going to take a few minutes and cover that and what's changed. But I have also put chapter markers in the description, so those of you who just want to get back to the quest line can feel free to skip ahead. First, just to confirm, there are no mutations and at the moment not even any chem or food buffs active, though chems and food will be useful as we get into the more difficult parts of the quest line. Old Man McRib's weapon of choice will still be his walking cane, but now it's an executioner's model. While not the most desirable of effects, with so many limitations, it can take a few hits to kill things with this character, so making it a little quicker to finish them off is definitely going to be helpful. I've upgraded his standard pump-action shotgun to a quad model. The main point of the shotgun was to cripple larger enemies, especially robots, not necessarily to do exceptional damage. This will make that easier as I won't have to stop and reload nearly as often. Lastly, I've now added some perks to let Old Man McRib use a hunting rifle. For this one, I've added a suppressor and a 50 caliber receiver, so it's nice and sneaky and does pretty solid damage. This will help me thin out large mobs of enemies from a distance before going in to finish them off with the walking cane. Something we got with patch 22 that is in fact quite helpful are legendary perks. Because I have a high-level character that's unlocked 6 slots, I can take advantage of that and use all 6 slots on this character as well. I just can't level them up quite as high. To start with, I picked Brawling Chemist. It generates 1 combat-enhancing chem every 50 minutes up to a max of 4. That's helpful for our melee damage and damage resistance when we need it. Hack and Slash is a 20% chance for melee VATS attacks to do area damage, basically 20% chance that we can get a big explosion, and that's actually helpful when we need every bit of damage we can get. What Rads is 50 rad resist and restore 1 rad per second. Super helpful on this character because the main method of healing is eating people, which usually brings in rads, so that helps control that. I took 2 points in legendary endurance. That's going to help give us more health and take more survivability perks. Super helpful thing. I also took 2 points in legendary perception, which is going to make it a little easier for me to take some rifleman perks to give him a little more damage there when necessary. The last one I took is Master Infiltrator. With that one, I'm not going to upgrade it, but it gives me the ability to unlock everything without all the lockpicking and hacking perk cards, which I didn't actually have. So this is kind of helpful, and I'm sure it's going to come in handy with some of these quests down the line. For our main perks, this is where the build is a little more complicated, and before we get too far into all of this, I want to tell you all, I do not recommend that anyone uses this build. This is a roleplay / meme build that is designed to be a challenge, so I want to make things manageable, but yeah, this is probably not where I suggest you go. If you happen to like it, great, but this isn't what I'd recommend. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. So, for our main perks under Strength, we've got all the Gladiator perks to max out our damage with the Walking Cane, Incisor to get through some armor, and Martial Artist for better swing speed. And it also reduces the weight of the weapon, but I don't really care about that because it's one walking cane. I don't carry around a ton of weapons. Under perception, because we've now got that legendary perk giving us an extra couple of points, I can take Concentrated Fire rank 3, and I can take all 3 main rifleman perks. So not maxing out the damage there, but I'm getting most of it with the new damage model. And because we're using single shot ranged weapons, 3 ranks of Concentrated Fire still makes sense. Under Endurance, I've got 12 points there. Chem Fiend, Ghoulish, Adamantium Skeleton, Cannibal, Fireproof. There's a few different things in there, and some of those are going to get shuffled around as I level up, but basically I want as much endurance as possible so I can have as much health as possible. With no armor, it's important to have as high an HP bar as you can get. Under Charisma, we've got 3 points in Lone Wanderer. That's going to help us reduce some damage that we take and gain more AP refresh, which again, important. With no armor, no legendary armor, AP refresh is a hot commodity. Under Intelligence, those points are eventually going to get moved. Eventually, this guy will have 1 intelligence. But for now, we've got a few utilitarian things in there, but they'll get moved around as we go. When I originally leveled him up, I went all intelligence first to make the process quicker for more XP, and then we're moving those over time. Under Agility, we've got a lot of sneaky stuff. Action Boy, though, for AP refresh again. Ninja to max out his sneak attack damage with his walking cane. Enforcer so we can cripple limbs with a shotgun very easily. Born Survivor to use a stim pack at low health. That may get switched out for something else at some point, but honestly, so far it's been kind of useful. 3 points in Sneak because, again, we don't have unyielding armor, we don't have anything like that to help us, so we need every bit we can get. Escape Artist, so when he does get detected, we can run away and get out of trouble. And 2 points in Adrenaline. In the long run, I'd love to move Born Survivor out and boost Adrenaline up a little more, but we'll see how it all goes. Under Luck, I've only got 3 points there. This isn't a high VATS build or VATS critical build, so we just took 3 points in Bloody Mess for a little extra damage. Old Man McRib doesn't have any mutations, so we don't have to worry about Starched Genes or Class Freak or anything like that. What we do have to worry about are more of these settlers showing up at camp, making a bunch of noise, trampling on my flowers. Get off my lawn. I'm not interested in having you here. Oh, and you got a friend too. All right, good. Well, your friend can go too. Old Man McRib lives here, not you. Get off my lawn. I've had enough of you. Ooh, but you have a hunting rifle I can scrap for mods. That's nice. All right, getting back to our quest, which is what we're really here for. In our last episodes, we got the vaccine to all the new settlers as requested by the Overseer, and now we need to follow up and see what the next steps are.
How did it go with the settlers? Wouldn't be surprised if they were suspicious of strangers. They willing to accept our help?
You mean, have I convinced freeloaders to benefit from all my hard work? Yeah, done.
Freeloaders? This is a disease, not a contest. It doesn't care who wins. Just makes all of us lose. Let's just focus on what needs to happen next, okay? I've been looking into where we can mass produce the inoculation. Some of the obvious choices are messy, but if you just sit back and ask yourself, who could have manufactured a lot of specially formulated liquid in sterile packaging, it becomes obvious.
Oh, why does everything have to be a quiz with you? Here we go again, lording the solution over all of us.
You have something to say to me? Say it.
You think you're smarter than the rest of us, don't you? Just because you're the Overseer.
Being Overseer isn't about lording over others or acting smart. It's about providing direction so everyone knows where to go. Sometimes that means getting ahead of a problem. Sometimes that means telling people what to do. But it's not about me. It's about all of you. We're going to the local Nuka Cola Plant and we're going to create an oral inoculation. We have to stop this plague. For everyone's sake. Now get your gear ready and get moving. I'll meet you there.
Oh, fine. With that, we're off to the Nuka Cola Plant, but of course we'll find some trouble on the way. Another scavenger. This is my land. You leave. Get going. Eat some cane. But you know what? I think I'm a little peckish, so yeah, we'll top up some health, cover the hunger meter, and move along. Who else do we have here? Who are you? Oh, a settler colonist. Yeah, that sounds good, a colonist. Yeah, Old Man McRib doesn't like colonialism. No, no, no. You go away now. I'll have that stim pack. I'll have your pre-war worthless money. And now we can see the Nuka Cola plant in the distance. We'll just make our way down the rocks. And I hear a turret out there. We want to avoid that. Old Man McRib has a history with turrets. An unfortunate roof falling history. And who are you?
How many more fucking empty Nuka Cola bottles am I gonna find?
Ha! None! No more empty Nuka Cola bottles for you! They're my empty Nuka Cola bottles. Let's see what we need to do about this turret. We don't need to get obliterated. This is why we got a sniper rifle. That takes care of that. Anything else hanging around here? I see some scorched and some ghoul corpses. Anybody else? Oh, yep. There's that explosive effect helping us out a little bit. I don't know if we would have one-shot killed him with the cane or not, but the explosion definitely helps. And we'll top up some health before we go in and see the Overseer.
This is it. We need to get the power up and running and reformulate the machines for the inoculation. Fire everything up and try not to get killed.
Lady, if I was gonna not try to not get killed, I would have done it long before now. Alright, what do we have waiting for us in here? Looks like ghouls off in the distance. Maybe we'll put this sniper rifle to good use. See what kind of work Old Man McRib can do with a sniper rifle. Well, that's not very useful. That's better. Okay. 2 shots to the torso. That's not too bad. Headshots would be better. So far, this is inefficient. That low perception is still not very helpful. But we are kind of in close quarters combat here, so probably not the best use of a sniper rifle. Oh, you need help now, do you? Sadly, that does nothing. What else do we have going on here? Anybody else hanging around? I hear some shambling. Oh, there's our next quest marker. We've just got to check the reactors and check the flavor lab and kill a ghoul.
Substitutions to make new flavors. That's how we're going to trick it into making the inoculation. We just need to figure out how to mix soda ingredients to produce human antibodies. Easy, right?
Yeah, sounds easy enough. There's this glowing dot thing over this biometric scanner, so I'm assuming that's going to help us.
That's added your blood sample as an ingredient. I guess that technically makes you Nuka Cola's newest flavor. Actually, maybe don't think about that too much.
Yeah, we can think about it all we want. I'm delicious. What's our next step here?
Reminds me of the equipment back at the Vault Tech Ag Center. Let me know if you want me to take over.
So we've got some options here, but they're all skill checks, and I'm not sure I can pass any of these. An intelligence of 8, I definitely can't pass. Perception of 8. No, look at the controls. They appear complex and labeled with acronyms you don't recognize. Your education in Vault 76 never covered how to use a device like this. You step away. Alright, I don't want to ask the Overseer for help, because that would just be giving her what she wants. So, maybe we've got some chems. Yeah, no, 6 and 6 intelligence and perception. Do I have any chems that'll boost either of those things? Not buff out. Buff tats gives me extra perception. So we could take that. What else might we have going for us here? Med-X, no. Overdrive is just damage, no specials. Psychotats, that gives us extra perception too. Anything else? I'm thinking maybe Psychotats. That'll give me a little damage boost too, or maybe, yeah, let's do Psychotats. That'll take our perception to 9 and get us past the skill check.
That's it. Now we just need to restart the reactor. Then we can manufacture the formula.
Alright, I'll make my way downstairs to the reactors, but there's a Wendigo. Level 75, glowing Wendigo. Alright, explosion effect. I can do it. Ha 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 ha, you're dead. We survived. Sadly, I can't eat the Wendigo, despite the fact that Wendigos are in fact mutated humans. So that's a bit of a shame. And we'll just need to clear out some more ghouls. Have a bit of lunch. What do you think of that, Overseer? Nothing to say? Nothing? Alright. What do we have going on over here? More ghouls. See if we can take them out before they come running for us. That one sounds like it's heading for the Overseer. Not too worried about that. Top up health just a little more. Anybody else need killing in here? We'll just keep moving along. Alright, getting a little closer to the reactor. Couple more ghouls. I don't know why I keep trying this sniper rifle. It's not working. It's designed for a distance. Let's play with our shotgun. And a mine. That looks like fun. Come on. Come on over here. Yeah. Shamble on over. Limp on over. Come on. I got a snack for you. You can do it. Come on, ghoul. Ha 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 ha. And it's still not dead. Explosives are so useless in this game. A landmine can't even kill a crippled zombie that's standing right on top of it. And let's just polish this one off with a quick little gun bash. It sounds like the Overseer is getting attacked. Switch up the shotgun. She just can't take much abuse, can she? Well, sadly, we can't give her a stim pack. Not that we would, but... Oh, look, she's fine. Let's see what we need to do here. Complex set of reactors are wired together to provide power to the factory. They aren't working. We can leave, replace the power couplings, or pass an intelligence check or a luck check. I already know I don't have any chems that will get me high enough for those, so we're gonna have to replace the power couplings. That gives us 3 new quest markers to follow to track down some power couplings in the plant. Sadly, tracking them down is pretty uneventful at this point, so we're gonna skip ahead to the part where I already have the power couplings. Alright, with the superhuman feat of walking around and picking things up complete, we'll go and install them in the reactors. And all the equipment jolts to life. Nice little animations running there. We'll grab a little junk. And And it looks like we've got another ghoul. Oh, a couple ghouls coming at us. Uh-oh. We're in danger. No sneak attack damage. There we go. Another explosive effect comes to the rescue. And it looks like we're in the clear. But all that walking around, picking things up, and killing ghouls works up a mighty hunger. We'll take care of that, and the next step is going to be to initiate the manufacturing process. To do that, we'll have to head back up to the flavor lab. Moving in, we see that we need to use a terminal, the Nuka Cola Manufacturing Control. Manufacture new product, marketing protocols, backlog. So we're going to choose Manufacture New Product. New flavor sequence detected. Before manufacturing can begin, the marketing department protocols insist that a full branding analysis be performed, based on the flavor profile of unknown human antibodies mixed with sugar and carbon dioxide. Who would you say the target audience is for this beverage? Young people, 13 to 18, older professionals on the go, 25 to 35, or people who don't want to get sick and die? Well, I would say it's definitely best for older professionals. Based on your choices, we predict the most appropriate color will be error color selector, use default values, white with red letters. With this color scheme in mind, what should the name of this new beverage be? Nuka Cola Vaccinated, Nuka Cola Scorched, or Nuka Cola My Blood's in It? Obviously, we're going to choose Nuka Cola My Blood's in It.
Well, that was... I'm sorry. I just can't help but wonder what it was like to actually work here. I mean, can you believe this?
The only thing I can't believe is that Nuka Cola didn't approach me to become their newest flavor sooner. Old Man McRib may not know many things, but he does know that humans are delicious even when they're mutated. From here, we make our way down to the assembly line. Just take a quick look around and make sure we're not going to get jumped by anything when we start this up. Everything looks... No. Danger, danger. There we go. Anybody else? All that talk about being Nuka Cola's newest flavor made us a little hungry. That seems like the end of things. Let's push the big red button. And now we just wait for the machines to produce our Nuka Cola. And out it comes. And I thought this was a really nice touch with Wastelanders. When it comes out, you can see the graphic on the packaging says Nuka Cola My Blood's in It. It will say vaccinated or whatever the other choice was if you picked that. But I think that's kind of cool. Nice little touch. We'll go ahead and take these and see what we have to do next.
Freedom from the plague in a bottle. While you're handing those out, I'll start organizing things here and get a plan in place to get more to whomever needs them. Meet me back in Sutton when you're done.
And with that, we'll deliver the first batch of inoculations to Meg and the Raiders. Let's see what she's got to say.
Appalachia belongs to us, and there ain't nobody that can prove me wrong.
Oh, that's nice.
Hope you're here with the delivery, 7-6. Patience ain't exactly my strong suit.
Yeah, it's not mine either. It's time to talk caps.
Convince me we need this inoculation, then dangle it over my head for your cut? I dig your style, 7-6. Here, this ought to soothe your mercenary heart.
And if we had higher charisma, we could shake her down for more, but it doesn't look like it's going to go that way. But still, we'll try the second option here. Hardly seems like a fair price for all I'm offering.
For something you were supposed to do for free? Be lucky I was feeling generous. Well, a deal's a deal. So hand over that... Hold up. Is that a case of Nuka? That's your inoculation?
So again, we've got some speech checks we could pass here, or skill checks, I should say. Charisma we don't have. Intelligence. I could pass the intelligence check, but It just doesn't seem very in character for Old Man McRib, so let's go with yes, it's a bottle of Nuka Cola. Don't ask.
Well, we've come this far down the crazy road. Might as well go all the way.
Might as well.
I'll make sure it gets distributed. Looks like you're off the hook, 7-6. See you around.
And our next stop is to visit Paige in Foundation.
We're ready to hand out the inoculation as soon as it's here.
Yeah, let's talk payment first.
Payment? You went to all this trouble to convince us we need your medicine, and now you're gonna squeeze us? How's this? That enough for your black heart?
Honestly, I think I deserve more.
Well, you ain't getting more. Don't push it. Now let's see this inoculation of yours. Wait, this is Nuka Cola. What are you trying to pull here?
Just drink it before I smash it over your head.
All right, don't get mad. Still don't know what to think of you, Vault Dweller. But, well, saving us from your plague is a good start. You watch out for you and yours out there.
Well, you would know what to think of me if you saw what I did to your doctor. But that's neither here nor there. Let's head back to the Overseer.
The inoculations, they're on their way?
With no help from you, yeah, I did it.
Thank you for that. Amazing how selective your memory is getting. You have problems with how I do things. I get that. I do. But we're making a difference. Now that one crisis is over, it's time we start working on that mystery in the mountains. Have you heard the latest?
Oh God, story time? Count me out.
Wise ass. It's a vault, okay? Vault 79. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault Tech University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants. I mean sit-downs with government officials, the military.
And what, you just didn't think to check there before? You gotta drag me all the way out there?
I was a little busy before, remember? The Scorched Plague, the nukes. Look, just meet me there, okay?
And with that, we've completed our task. We've inoculated all the newcomers against the Scorched Plague. Now, the Overseer wants us to meet her at Vault-Tec University so we can learn more about this mysterious treasure, and that's exactly what we'll do in our next episode. Remember, if you had fun with this and want to see more Fallout 76 content, go ahead and subscribe. There's always a lot more on the way. Till next time, I'm Fisty McRib.